That's right, guys. The day has finally come that we are going to get a sneak peek into Assetto Corsa Evo. Assetto Corsa is a staple of any sim racer's journey, and one of the best games, and still is to this day, one of the best simulations that you will find on PC. Console is also good. And today we get to have a look at Assetto Corsa Evo. The trailer dropped yesterday, I believe. There's a lot of in-game footage, which is damn exciting, and it also just looks quite spectacular. And I couldn't go without creating a video about this because I want to have a look at it. I want to very basic break it down. Nothing too strenuous, but just to get us a feel, because I don't want to get too overhyped for games these days. Even though it is Kunos and they do usually make a very polished experience, but trying to just calm my expectations here, because gaming these days, as we saw with Test Drive Soul Crown, you have no idea what you're going to get most of the time, and there's been many examples of that, and it's quite frustrating to say the least. So we're going to get into it. Let's have a look at this trailer, and I dare say you've probably already seen it, but it's always worth another look. So let's get into it.
This is not about your age. This is not about your car. It isn't about your experience. It isn't about performance or power. And it isn't about how you portray your love for driving. Because car passion is a state of mind. And it's driven by heart.
Yeah, I like it. When? Early access? 16th of January. Okay, pencil that in the calendar, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so an awesome trailer. It is more than just racing. It is more than just going round a track. It is passion for cars and passion for the feeling of motion. And I love that about Kunos. Kunos they know what they're doing. They are car people. They have it running through their bones. And if we've seen that from Assetto Corsa, that is what it is all about. And I love that trailer. I love the premise. I love the idea. I love it. All right. Let's go. Let's watch it again and give it a little breakdown.
This is not about your age.
When you see this first opening scene here, and the Lego's awesome, I get all that, and I think it's just referring to being a child and then growing up with cars and then having a car passion for life. But then have a look at this shot. This is not on a racetrack, from what I can tell. This looks like open world driving. And I might just move my head a little bit here because my big buff head's in the way. let me see if I can just move myself. Keyword, in-game footage. So, technically, if that's in-game footage, they're not on a track. They are not on a track. So if they're not on track, then where are they? This could mean open world driving. Open world driving. Or it could just be a track that is like open world. Not open world, but just a recreational track. Not a racetrack as such. So that's exciting. Alright, let's go. Love the car models too, by the way. Porsche looks amazing.
This is not about your car.
The Beamer looks beautiful. The reflections. Look at these reflections. In here. Look at those reflections. Shadows look crisp. Yeah, this looks good.
It isn't about your experience.
In-game footage. That looks spectacular. Look at the detail. The leather looks like leather. Look at those air vents. Wow. The attention to detail is amazing.
It isn't about performance or power. And it isn't about how you portray your love for truth.
I love the fact that they have brought sim racing into the fold, because this obviously is a simulator, but they're saying it doesn't matter about how you portray your love for driving. So whether it's simulator, whether it's on console or by controller, or however you do it, it doesn't matter. It's all about how much you love driving.
Because car passion is a state of mind.
That was not in-game footage.
And it's driven by heart.
Wow, that Alfa Romeo looks spectacular. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Look at the one thing I do like. Look at this car model. That's insane. And the lights and the reflections, it's giving me GT7 vibes. Which I like. But I want to have a quick little look at this Alfa for a second. That is in-game footage. Is that the grandstand I can see in the reflection of that car? This is going to take us, well, it'll be interesting to see what the game requirements are to run this thing, because it is looking substantial and very crisp right here. Look at this Mini. I love the way the suspension moves up and down on this car, and you can sort of see the weight transfer. Ready, watch it. I'm going to put this on slow-mo because things are happening here which are happening way too quickly for my liking. Let's do that. Playback speed. Maybe -5. Okay. The way that, see, look at the weight shift, the rear wheel sticking up. The tire looks like it is flexing here as well, which we'd like to see. We wonder what the tire model is going to look like, but this Mini looks crisp. Really, really crispy. Damn, that looks clean. The grass, everyone loves good grass. And that grass is looking good too. I love the look of that car, of the, is it an Alpha? Or whatever it is, coming in and sliding out into there. That looked very realistic. There wasn't any, from what I can see, there wasn't any skid marks. A little bit hard to tell, but there will definitely be skid marks. This is obviously just beta-ish. But yeah, nice. Look at those. Look at the engine bays. I'm going to turn the audio off because it's annoying at that speed. But look at the detail here. Damn, that's a clean engine bay, man. And have a look here. Look at these models, these character models. I love this. Actual character models. Do they move? They move. That cameraman's moving. This guy over, he's got his iPad, he's working away. This is what we need to give it some more atmosphere, especially on triples. If you're sitting in the pits, in the shed, and you can see people moving around you, you literally feel like you're there. That is sensational. And the sun beaming off this car, and look at the tire model, or just even the suspension on this car when it pulls out. I like how it sits. Perfect. That looks like Brands Hatch to me under that tunnel. All these cars are very similar, but look at the road textures. The ripple strips. There's some marks on the road as well there. Look at this. I love this. This guy. Look at him. He's on his walkie-talkie. He looks 3D. These crowds, they look like actual 3D models. That is what I like to see. I did notice that iRacing have like 2D models, but they do move. But these look like 3D models of people, and the grass looks sensational. Oh, this is going to be good. What else we got here? The environments look sensational. We've got weather. Look at this rain coming in and these little the rain hitting the racetrack. Look at that. Love it. The rain on the windscreen looks very, very good. We've got to love that. It makes you wonder whether they're going to be using, or maybe not using, but basing this off Pure and Soul of Assetto Corsa, because I hope they're going to do something similar, because that looks sensational. I love the lighting on that road there when it's raining. It shows some reflections. Everything looks good in this scene for night racing. There's no lights on the road either. I wonder if that, don't know what track that is. It doesn't look like the Nordschleifer, but yeah, nice. The rain looks great. I love the rain. Oh, speaking of rain, if you can see here, just watch this area here. Watch the rain run down the track. This bit right here. There it is. Oh, that looks awesome. Look at the rain on the windscreen. Yes, that is rain. That is rain. Oh, a big slide from the Alpine. That's clean. Oh, yeah. The models look sensational. Yeah, in-game footage too. Reflections in the showroom. Oh, the attention to detail is massive here. Or, look at that tyre model. Can we just look at that tyre model for a second? Look at the flex here. There's a bit of flex in that tyre. I like to see it. And the suspension looks quite good. And we've got this little rocket. Look at the sun coming through the trees. Yeah. Oh. And one of the biggest talking points here is this. What's going on here? Is this an open world game? That would be spectacular if it is an open world game and we get to drive between racetracks. Who knows? But that car is going in the opposite direction. And it just looks like an everyday car. It is a Beamer. So that is very, very, very interesting. Or it looks maybe like a Lexus or something, but it looks like a Beamer. But it's going opposite direction. So do we have traffic? Do we have no hezzy? I doubt it, but it will be spectacular if we do. I mean, there's so much for these guys. They've got to be under so much pressure, Kunos, to bring out a sequel to one of the biggest racing games, if not the biggest racing game of all time. One that's had so many modifications that's just out of control. And it has morphed into something just ridiculous. It really has. So trying to bring out the sequel, you couldn't possibly fit all this in to the box game that you get delivered to you. Like, I don't think that is possible. And if they can fit drifting, if they can fit no hesi, if they can fit open world driving, circuit racing, championships, a campaign, you name it. I don't know if that's possible. And I think it's too much to think that they could do all that. And it will take a substantial amount of time, but yeah, there's so much information. The Hyundai electric car. I like the way the look of that slides, and I think I've seen that. There's one thing to note about that Hyundai is there definitely was no tire tracks on that slide. But look at that model. That model looks clean. It looks a little too sharp. And there is no tire models there, no tire marks yet, but there probably is. But the slide looks real. Like, I reckon I've seen that on a YouTube video of that exact car in real life doing that same slide, and it looks identical. So hopefully the handling model is exactly like that. That'd be sensational. This Golf is looking clean. Clean. New Golf, old Golf. And the big Merc, the beast. Getting some air. Yeah. Well, it's safe to say, guys, that this game is looking absolutely sensational. I really am excited for this. And of course, the date that we have here, was it the 16th? 16th of January for early access. So, and I think I heard from Kunos say that they will be bringing out the early access, which could be paid for. I dare say it would be paid for. And then as they improve the game and clear the bugs out, then the full game will come out. And I'm not sure if you're going to have to pay more for the full game. But to be honest, if this game's good, I don't think it matters what they do. People will buy it. And people will spend money on it because the last game's still going strong after God knows how many years. So I'm excited for this, guys. I hope you are too. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you wish. And I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.
It isn't about This is not about your car. It isn't about your experience. It isn't about performance or power. And it isn't about how you portray your love for driving. Because car passion is a state of mind.